He's trying to tell the audience what he thinks they want to hear. Hilariously, it works on you, proving that the audience of grifters are very, very low IQ. Others can argue differently. There's no winner here. Besides, you're a low IQ alt-right incel that has a personal vendetta against anything you perceive to be left-wing. You are not a reliable source.
What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about this guy named the Bergman or whatever. He made this weird hit piece on Asmongold, and it's all over the place. Let's check this out, man.
Asmongold makes the claim, in response to Mehdi Hassan, that the average IQ in Somalia is 68, and that this claim isn't racist, but a fact. What makes this post ironic is the very last bit where Zach claims Hassan's tweet is an attempt to push a narrative. Well, not only is this Asmongold's attempt to push a narrative, but the claim itself that African people have low IQs is also an attempt to push a narrative. That number typically traces back to the work of Richard Lynn. This guy, a literal, self-described scientific racist. This man was part of a secret eugenics conference where, and I'm not joking, there were people favorably arguing in favor of pedophilia. So, yeah, this is the guy Asmongold is quoting.
So 1 second you're saying that Asmongold is trying to, spread a narrative or create one. And then 2 seconds later, maybe less than that, you start spreading false narratives or creating one. Asmongold has no connection to this person. Can you prove it? Can you also prove just by Asmongold using a stat, whether it was wrong or not? That's not my argument. But now he is in approval for everything that this person that you're saying does? Like, well, are you insane? So now Asmongold's a racist as well as a PDF foul just because he quoted a stat. That's insane. So because you're defending Hassan Piker so hard, should I connect you to that? You know what? I'm not even going to say. I was going to go in. But unlike this guy, I actually have morals, a code, integrity. And I've seen this person before. He's definitely spread a lot of nastiness about other people he's deemed as conservative or the opposite opinion of his. This Birdman dude is nasty as hell. You creating narratives. 1 second later, he creates a narrative. But hey, go off, sis. You hate Asmongold, so you're supposed to be okay with this.
Published a paper in 1982 called IQ in Africa in the pseudoscientific journal The Mankind Quarterly, a white supremacist outlet that is currently maintained by the hilariously named Human Diversity Foundation, a far-right white nationalist company. In this journal, Flynn argued that the IQ of sub-Saharan Africa was around 70. Notice I said sub-Saharan Africa. Yes, Lynn's argument was that a continent that consists of about 50 countries all had a similar very low IQ.
Bam, you're not telling me what this got to do with Asmongold. This is really nasty work. I don't even know this person that you're speaking of, bruh. Don't even care to know him. But connecting whatever he stood for, his beliefs, whatever, I guess, festivals or meetings he wanted to throw, connecting that to Asmongold is insane. Off of a stat? How about you address the actual information? Don't just go off into this weird narrative rant where now you're not even talking about Asmongold. You're literally talking about someone else and all their bad deeds allegedly and connecting it to Asmongold. That's not even an argument. How about you argue his actual points? I don't know. Call me crazy. I think that's like a better way to do, I guess, call out video. But this is more so a hit piece. This isn't about right or wrong. It's about we want to make Asmongold look bad.
James Flynn, the political scientist who documented this pattern, showed that IQ scores increased roughly 3 points per decade in many countries throughout the 20th century. So, if IQ were purely genetic and fixed, that kind of rapid change would be impossible. Evolution does not move that fast. Your great-grandparents were not biologically inferior to you. They just lived in a world with less formal education, less exposure to abstract symbols, less complex media, and different cognitive demands. Which means IQ scores are sensitive to the environment and improve when the environment improves.
And that mean you got to invade my environment? I mean, if you ain't from my environment, sorry for you, whatever. Now you have to force your way into my environment so you can raise your IQ. This is dumb. That's a stupid opinion right there. In fact, since you feel so strongly about IQ, let's show how you talked about another content creator's IQ that you didn't like. But let's see if all of this, positivity about IQs and whatnot still existed.
Drinker is a grifter. He's trying to tell the audience what he thinks they want to hear. Hilariously, it works on you, proving that the audience of grifters are very, very low IQ. Others can argue differently. There's no winner here. Besides, you're a low IQ alt-right incel that has a personal vendetta against anything you perceive to be left-wing. You are not a reliable source. The guy is a low IQ moron that is seeking attention. I mean, his videos are hate videos, not criticism videos.
Of course.
Yeah, that explains exactly why you're a loser who spends his free time making fun of marginalized groups on the internet while being a dipshit low IQ manlet that is invisible to every woman walking past you down the street.
Again, it's all about the approval of women. It has nothing to do with whether somebody's right or not. It's about, are you getting the consensus approval?
What you got fired for, you low IQ piece of shit. One thing I always
notice how his arguments are low IQ. Yeah, because IQ matters. It obviously matters. And anybody that thinks that it doesn't matter is probably low IQ.
From grifters is how they are so opportunistic that they will contradict themselves if it means they can serve up a shallow dunk to their low IQ viewership.
Right.
He knows the point that's being made, but is misrepresenting it to fit the narrative he's trying to push.
Right.
I mean, the alternative is to suggest he's low IQ. And I would never do that. God, I can't take any more of this low IQ drivel. Drinker is
anyway, so this is the person who's making a video of me talking about IQs.
That right there should have been enough. I should have played that way earlier, man. Maybe I'll put it in the intro. But I think it's clear that this guy's a grifter. I don't think you should take him seriously in any way, shape, or form. Shout outs to Asmongold. I think his content is great. And watch more videos. Also hit the hype button.